Bienvenidos. Soy la Bruja Espinada, and I am here with a very special oracle reading. Let's get started. So, I will be using 3 different oracle decks. The first oracle deck is the Mesoamerican Oracle by Erika Buenaflor. The second is the Jade Oracle, and this is by Veronica Iglesias and Key. And the other oracle deck I'll be using is the Mayan Oracle by Hernandez. So, I did not get around to doing the new moon reading. Work has been very hectic for me, and so it just took a lot of energy, and thus honestly I just did not have enough energy to be able to do that kind of a reading as much as I wanted to. But I had a calling to do this type of a reading. I've used these before, but since the Mayan Oracle deck by Hernandez had come in, I was just called to do a specific Cosmic Mother and Cosmic Father type of a reading using these oracle decks, as they are all on brand and on theme of Mexican deities. So let's see what the Cosmic Mothers and the Cosmic Fathers have for us at this time. So from the Mayan Oracle, we have Ixchel, who is the goddess of fertility and medicine, and Itzamna, the god of creation. Cosmic Mother and Cosmic Father. So, as Ixchel was the first to come out, we'll start with her. Let's see. What Ixchel wants to share. Here we go. Ixchel, in her majestic grace, dances across the boundaries of the worlds, inviting you into the dance of the medicine people. She calls you to explore the worlds within and beyond you, to discover the interconnectedness of all existence. She is the guardian of cycles, from the waxing and waning of the moon to the ebbing and flowing of tides, teaching that every ending is followed by a new beginning. She reminds us that we have the resilience and strength to weather any storm when we are rooted in our hearts. The message of spiritual guidance. Embrace the luminous path Ixchel lights before you. Let her moonlit wisdom illuminate your journey through shadow and light, guiding your steps toward healing and wholeness. Trust in the rhythms of the natural world and allow your inner creativity to bloom forth. Ixchel's essence nurtures your growth, empowering you to stand tall and proud, rooted in the earth, yet reaching for the stars. She whispers the secrets of the ancient ones, reminders that true power comes from balance, resilience, and renewal. Hear her call, for she reveals the magic that's interwoven throughout the entire fabric of life, inspiring you to find beauty in transformation and cherish the sacredness of your existence. There's an affirmation, and the affirmation states, I embrace my role as a healer, tapping into my intuition and the transformative power of the serpent. Nourished by the earth and protected by the jaguar's spirit, I am resilient. I walk an ancient path illuminated by the dance of creation and renewal. Let us go with Itzamna. the god of creation, the sky, and learning. Itzamna is, in his infinite wisdom, bridges the realms of heaven and earth, inviting you to enter into the great mystery with curiosity and an open heart. He encourages exploration and connection with the cosmos in the natural world and the cycles that govern life. Itzamna empowers you to give your full heart and soul to everything that you do. The message of the spiritual guidance says, let Itzamna's wisdom light your way, for he will deepen your understanding of the universe. When you trust in the cycles of transformation, it will allow your heart to open, your intellect to sharpen, and your creativity to flourish. Itzamna energizes your love of learning so that you can overcome resistance that keeps you stagnant or suffering. He reminds you to reach for the sky while remaining rooted and grounded in the wisdom of the earth. Listen to his call, a reminder to keep trusting and surrender. Know now that you're always divinely guided, loved, and supported. The affirmation: I open myself to boundless creativities and deep wisdom. I stand tall between heaven and earth, my mind opening to the heart of the sky and body rooted deep into the heart of the earth. I am guided by the universe. My journey is blessed by the divine, and I am in harmony with all creation. Two very beautiful messages coming out of this deck. So, let's move on. We will now go to the Mesoamerican Oracle deck by Erika Buenaflor. Mighty Divine, what messages do you have for those that are watching this reading? Okay, we have Ebb, which is shadow aspect work. And we have Miquisli, recreate yourself. So, beginning with Ebb. Let's see. The message of Ebb, which is actually very interesting that it came out paired with this one. So, a little bit about what Ebb is. Ebb associations are destructive water and mildew. The glyph combines the symbols for death and water, which lead some to conclude that it symbolized damp weather and produces mildew and destroyed crops. Despite its dangerous connotations, it is also identified as a good day for prayers, for prosperity, and to seek advice concerning misfortunes. The South, the space of discovery and understanding, presides over Ebb and guides us to heal our shadow aspects. Ebb is the 12th day sign of the Tzolk'in. Make sure you aren't allowing your shadow aspects to get the best of you. Shadow aspects are typically unhealed parts of ourselves that react negatively when triggered. Understand your emotional triggers, engage in soul retrieval work, and give yourself the soul medicine any shadow aspect needs. Shadow aspects can prevent us from engaging in meaningful relationships and stunt our spiritual growth. At the same time, healed shadow aspects can serve as strong allies when we need disciplined fierceness. Mesoamerican deities that were invoked during times of transitional or liminal periods were often depicted with fierce animal aspects: eyes, ears, feet, hands, and it is this fierce resolve that is typically needed during transitional spaces. I love this combination of message, by the way. So let's continue on to Mikitzli. Mikitzli means death in Nahuatl. With death, there was new life, a cyclical flow of energy. It was the day sign of creator deity Tetzcatlipoca and was governed by the moon deity Tequitzlecatl because its association with Texcalipocla, oh my gosh. Those born under Mitzcli were believed to have stronger soul energy. No one could wish them harm, as any evil intentions would automatically revert back to the sender. The North, the space of ancestral medicine and wisdom, presides over Mikitzli and lets us know that our ancestors are giving us the strength to change. Mikitzli is the 6th-day sign of the Tonalpohualli. It is time to recreate and re-envision something about yourself. This could be an aspect of your career, relationships, place you live, or quite simply how you see yourself. You're being gifted with the necessary tonali, the soul energy, for this opportunity to recreate yourself. Use it. These spaces of transformation are generally thought of as liminal spaces, spaces associated with Nipantla. Nipantla will require you to release trying to control everything and be humble. Planning is okay, and be flexible and adaptable with how things come to fruition. Release doubt by bowing down in humility and proclaiming that you know nothing and you're grateful for divine guidance. Ooh! Eb and Mikitzli are very interesting for several of you that are watching this, because surrendering and allowing yourself to be trusting is a difficult situation, and I understand completely. We're going to finish out with the Jade Oracle. Now, I know that this might be one of my shortest readings because I have not worked, this is the first time with me working with the Mayan Oracle. Not just that, but sometimes I feel that, like in this type of a reading, I don't need my interpretation to lead. I mentioned this before, that when I pray over the decks before I do a reading, I ask for the same things, in the sense that I ask to connect deeper with the spiritual divine, with the ascended ancestors, with the cosmic mothers, cosmic fathers, the divine mothers of the earth, to let me just be a vessel to share whatever words of wisdom come out. And sometimes that does come with the interpretation, and I kind of try to explain what the interpretations may mean, what the origin of the card is supposed to depict, and that's why I try to relate it back to the Rider-Waite tarot deck, because there's a lot of traditional meanings to those cards, and then a lot of it is up to interpretation. That's why I usually give more than one interpretation of a card, right? Now, in this sense, it's kind of like I'm letting what the cards mean come out as they mean, because I only specifically ask from these words of wisdom, from the mighty divine, from the infinite universe, from the cosmic mothers, cosmic fathers, and the divine mothers only, right? So what comes is going to come. So let's finish out with the Jade Oracle. Very interesting. I'll leave that one there. This actually is funny because this card was already in reverse here. So I'll leave that there and see if there's anything else. Cosmic Mothers, Cosmic Fathers. Here we go. We have 3 cards. The first card that I spotted that came out, I will do my best not to butcher these. Mik ta Kitwatl and Mik Tan Te Watl, who are the lady and lord of the underworld. Let me see, where is, here we go. Which is very interesting that we also have that with Mixli. We also have Sinteotl, who is the lord of corn. And Itzpapalotl, the obsidian butterfly. So let us review and for those of you interested, I'm going to post the information of the cards in the description below. This is not a, what's it called, an ad, or it's not a, but a lot of people would be interested to know where these came from, and I'll let you know. But one awesome thing about the Oracle deck, it is both in Spanish and in English. Okay, so let's see. Here we go. So Mik Teka Kawatl and Mitlan Tequatli rule over Miklan, the underworld. They are often shown as part skeleton and part flesh. There were a number of places that people went after death, but most went to Miklan. The two are associated with the altars built to honor the ancestors. The lady and lord of the underworld are there to welcome you at the end of your journey. They greet you, letting you know that it is time to rest. Their greeting signals an end of a cycle, a stage, or a project, a moment when you can surrender. I don't make this shit up, guys. Surrender, and then we're greeted by a goddess and a god. Goddess and a god. The end of a cycle. Okay, so moving on, we go to Sinteotl. Where are you? Here we go. Sinteotl was widely honored because corn was the principal crop that sustained life for the ancient Mexicans. He represented the corn plant, its green color similar to jade, and was revered along with Chicomecoatl and Xilunen, also corn deities. He was also honored by artisans who worked with precious stones such as jade, crystal, and amber. When Sinteotl appears, be aware that you have the capacity to create everything that you need for basic sustenance. reconnect with your inner power of creation, especially when you're recreating yourself. And the God of creation, I can't make this shit up. Anywho, okay, this is beautiful. Finishing out with, sorry, let me see. Here we go. Eats papo is the guide and protector for the wise woman, and she is present in the life of women who are healers, diviners, and mages. Itzpapalopl literally means obsidian butterfly. Her power and strength resides in magic, the healing blade of obsidian, and transformation, possibly of Shishimek origin. She gave her people instruction on how to honor the 4 cardinal points and how to construct a site for the sacred fire. So she is associated with fire and heat. She was the first deity to be sacrificed and immolated, and her ashes became the first bulto sagrado, the sacred bundle. Itzpapalotl represents the spirit of transformation and transmutation derived from the metamorphosis of the butterfly. She teaches you not to fear death and the processes of life, death, resurrection. For this process of rebirth will bring you to higher levels of consciousness and inner strength. To become a butterfly, you must pass through all the stages of growth. She shows you the path of the warrior, the woman who lives and dies and recreates herself. She is the protector of the mages and the wise women. She teaches you to see what is invisible, to hear what is unsaid, and to see what is overlooked. Ooh, that. Whew. That felt beautiful. That felt beautiful. Like, I can't even begin to explain how this physically feels in my body to read this and share this with you guys. This is very, very beautiful. Like, I feel it, like, radiating through my shoulders, my neck. It feels, wow. Well, I genuinely hope that you guys enjoy this message. I hope you enjoyed these oracle decks. If this is something that you guys would like to see more of, please let me know. Please let me know. I honestly would love to do another I'll say Cosmic Mother and Cosmic Father reading. I'll figure out, I'll have to figure out how to time this, because I do want to maintain keeping the full moon messages, the new moon messages, as well as the seasonal messages. So we'll figure out how to incorporate this if it is something that you want to continue to watch and see. Also, let me know if you guys would like a short of a Wise Woman Wednesday. I used to do those more regularly, and it kind of waned off because similar, it's just I get really busy throughout the day or throughout the week, and so making time has been a little bit tricky. But if I do like a Wise Woman card pull, it would probably be using the Mother Mary Oracle deck or the I think it's the Divine Mother's deck. But let me know. Let me know what you guys think. And I don't know, maybe I'll do a poll. You guys can decide there and we can figure something out. But anywho, I genuinely hope this helps. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys